And I got my slides on, white tee. I'm like, so I come in and, you know, big homie over here, and I don't know if we get a flash of him or whatnot, but he's real, like, you know, get a grab something real fast. Like, can you look at this? You turn it live to him, you know?
I'm like,
let the world see. He talking about he liked, so you know. Okay, I felt some type of way. I ain't gonna lie. He looked at me with his, you know, the bling. I don't want to call it bling.
I didn't know I was blinking.
And ain't gonna tell me. I mean, I made you feel some type of way. Oh, and it started from there.
No.
But I got nephew in the building with us, you know, and we wanted to have a real talk situation here, man, to put some things on the table. You know, because both of us, first and foremost, represent the strong family, you know. So this brotherhood of ours, man, we just like to keep it all the way unofficial. You know?
Keeping it authentic, man, you know. Glad to come in and meet big homie today, you know what I mean? I came here to see big homie was in here, and we wanted to come, you know, just chop it up, have a real conversation and build on what the fuck been going on.
So what's been going on in your life, Gary?
What's going on in mine?
Yeah.
This COVID shit got the tours and the shows slowed down, you know what I mean? So me making music and that being one of my lanes, it's been an adjustment, just creating instead of performing, you know what I mean? So I've just been making a lot of new music, experimenting with different shit. And not for nothing, I feel like with this whole COVID shit is kind of forcing you to deal with yourself and learn more about yourself and what's going on around you.
Well, talk about your movement and, you know, boys, you know, you've been running around the fucking world. Talk about that. My nephew.
Yeah, man. Last year we was touring Japan and doing a few different things. And this year, because of this whole COVID shit, we've been a bit still, but, you know, I got a few albums coming and I ain't stopped making this music shit, you know what I mean?
So here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Let me come on this set. The purpose of this conversation is this. I don't want to get into the specifics. He's older than you.
Specific.
Whatever. He's older than you, which I speak a lot of the same language. You know, you're my nephew, and you outside, COVID and all, and you go through a lot of rock star shit. But I just felt like someone that could speak your language, because sometimes you don't listen to me. You know, because I'm not talking the same language that what you're speaking every day.
Right.
But I just want to make sure you're safe.
Yeah.
And this is a guy that's been through a lot. Again, forget the connection. But I wanted you to explain what it's like life for you outside, doing your music, and avoiding the trouble, and how to stay out of it. Because that's what it's about, being cool and staying out of trouble.
You won't be in the way unless you want to be in the way. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be honest. I'm 28 years old now. You know what I mean? I'm a grown ass fucking man. And I learned a lot of the times I was in the way because I put myself in the way. And that's because I feel like most comfortable in chaos. You feel me? Like that's when I feel most at home. That's when I feel most relaxed, when a million fucking things is going on. So as I get older, I'm just learning, you know what I mean, to remove myself more or less. And if the isolation makes me uncomfortable, maybe, you know what I mean, me being uncomfortable is what I need. What you need and what you want is two different things. Niggas be trying to realize that. You know what I mean?
Oh, what you got to say to that?
I can agree to that, man. I can fully attest to that, though. Because you know it's crazy, like, you be trying to stay out the way, right? Like me, for myself, it wasn't easy making that transition. You know what I'm saying? Like, really understanding that, you know, what's different can be scary at first for us. But it's just trusting the process. Some shit, you know, your uncle always told me. You feel me? That just really worked for me. Applying that method right there, just trusting the process. You see what I mean? We do whatever we put our minds to, man. Creatively, really. It's nothing.
Yeah, I absolutely, I feel you. I do. I feel like the perspective I have, that's what I've learned out here, really. You know what I mean? From being outside and dealing with, from the street aspect to the rap aspect of shit, you feel me? You're going to meet motherfuckers on both ends who don't have your best interests at heart, as well as you're going to meet motherfuckers on both ends who genuinely care about and love you. I'm going to try to give you a real guidance. You know what I mean? So you really got to have your eyes open. And as a young nigga in this shit, you know what I mean? I've been clouded between the drugs and living fast and not being there, not being fully conscious, having my eyes fully open to where I haven't been able to decipher who is who and trusted the wrong motherfuckers and put in the wrong situations. You know what I mean?
I've been putting plenty of those. I mean, like, you know, somebody told me before, man, what I did, and I didn't even know yet, right? But looking back now, some shit I did when I was young, man. Who goes to jail for other people? Like nowadays, dudes don't just take a charge, man. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. So, you know, putting yourself in the type of situations you learn from. I actually done that, like, you know what I mean? Took a charge for my homies, for my family members.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
did 5 years for that shit, man. But that shit open your eyes to a lot to it. It's like,
They show you who would have done that for you, who wouldn't have, you feel me?
indeed.
Who cared about you when they say you do it, and who cared about you when they show it. You know what I mean? It just, I've been in situations, you feel me, where I've risked my freedom and, you know what I mean, my life for niggas I care about and love many a time, you feel me? And they've been put in a vice versa situation and just showed their true colors. You know what I mean? Or I didn't even have to wait for that. You know what I mean? They just, you know, you give somebody enough rope, they hang themselves. You know what I mean? Give somebody enough rope, if they're not supposed to be there, they will hang themselves.
Indeed.
And that's something that I had to learn the hard way. You know?
Situations.
So, in reality, it's just, you can get that perspective going through whatever the fuck you go through, wherever you go through it. Whether it be, you know what I mean, gang banging, drug dealing, rap music, anything, you know what I mean?
Here's my thing. You know, being removed and putting myself in a bubble and being able to just take myself out of the chaos. You know, we family, right? We family.
Indeed.
And family never hurts family, right? And I look at our culture like we all supposed to be family. The cycle of us hurting each other and celebrating it. How do we stop that? Because we never bomb on them, we always bomb on each other. And that makes us get stripes in the street hurting our brothers. I think that's just in reverse. How do we stop that cycle? Because even though, like, I could say, yo, when I was young, niggas was getting money, but niggas was still getting killed. And right now, I'm still hearing about niggas getting killed, but not even over money. But they still getting killed. And us killing each other is celebrated by another culture. And we have to understand that pattern has to stop. How do we turn that negative into a positive?
It's really like, bro, hearing you say that, right? It's the pain, man. We live with a lot of motherfucking pain, bro. You know what I mean? A lot of times our pain is misdirected. And it's at each other, unfortunately, right? So you have a lot of the violence or what have you, you dig? But me personally, it's like, I done done a lot of motherfucking harm in my own kind, man. I'm tired of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you end up destructing yourself. Like, when you know, when you living that life, man, and you catch them demons, to all my niggas out there, that's, you know, we ain't gotta be too specific, you dig? But when you on that, man, and you living that demon time like you did, them ghosts, man, them shits is real. You smell me? So you just start waking up out of certain sleeps, like, just want a different direction with life, man. And when you look at it the hard way, the hard, realistic way is that you was doing it to your own kind. So you meet different dudes or walks of life and they drop that knowledge on you, man, the dude give you a rude awakening, like, damn, I'll be tripping, man.
It definitely, it's eye-opening, you know what I mean, to see and to hear from so many older cats, you know what I mean, what we've done to each other. But to see how many generations it's come, it spooked me out even to bring, you know what I mean, a child into this world, because I feel like shit don't change, you know what I mean? Because even like Uncle Shane, you know, seeing niggas get killed for getting money back in the day. What was that, the 80s? You know what I mean? It's 2020, it's 40 years later. Niggas still getting killed for money. Niggas still losing their life for even less things.
Niggas hungry.
Niggas hungry.
Man. We hungry.
And now, even with everything going on now, you feel me, with the government giving out so much paper, I'm seeing people who I know never had $1,000 to their name have $10,000 to their name.
Indeed, you know this shit.
And you know, they go spend that money, they go buy a new pistol, they gonna go buy some new clothes, they gonna go spend some money on their bitch, they gonna go do A, B, and C. But when that money gone,
that's one thing too, not to cut you off though, but like it's the flip side of that. You let people see the violence in us, but they don't understand that part too. Like niggas is hungry. There ain't too many opportunities out there, man. Nobody giving us shit. We gotta take that shit.
Especially
So at the end of the day, we're taking it, you know, that comes to attitude in itself. It's a mental thing. Because it's like, what you gonna do? Go get a job? Ain't nobody hiring but Dame Dash Studio. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't giving us no job, my dude. So,
15 a week.
yeah, you got a million dudes like us out there that's just, niggas is hungry.
15 a week.
Straight like that, man.
15 a week wasn't made for everybody neither.
Hell, I can't touch that. Yo, I ain't never fill out a job application on my mother, like, and I'm never going to. You saw me right? I don't know how to. Don't put one in front of me. I get too much money. I ain't with that shit. Waking up when you tell me to wake up, be here when you tell me to be here. I can't smoke. I can't even piss. Oh, that shit jail to me, dog. I can't do it. I ain't have a job in jail. So I always prided myself on, like, you know, being independent and being creative, man. My mom always said, though, if you ain't gonna have a job, then you better do something. Your ass better be rich. So I knew it was just a matter of me, you know, staying focused, man, and really putting my mind to this shit and just doing what I do. Real niggas gonna eat. We gonna win all day, man, regardless of what, man. You can't stop us, man. It don't stop you, did.
It don't.
So what's the future look like for both of y'all?
Oh, real good, real big, man.
I'm excited for the future. You know what I mean? Niggas waking up every day in figures. That's a given up. So, you know what I mean? I'm gonna take advantage of it. I'm definitely gonna take advantage of it every chance I get. Between this music shit, I'm gonna branch into whatever else I can. You know what I mean? I'm working on a few other things, but it's a million ways to get fucking money out here. It's a million ways to make something yourself, and even with, like I said, all these niggas getting these EDDs and these SBAs and all this shit that niggas is doing, and PBUs, like, that niggas doing all that shit, man. Go put that bread in the sun, man. Go fucking invest in something, man. Go put some shit in stocks. Go get some merch. Go get some t-shirts made. Go invest in the niggas around you if they making music or they making something else, you know what I mean? And that shit is real.
What's next for me, man, is, you know, the movie. We got the movie coming, man. The documentary, of course. I got a lot of things in the make, a lot of business deals on the table that I signed. Some I didn't sign. Some I had to walk away from. A lot to come in the future, whatever you put out there for me, big bro. You smell me? So we just getting money on this side, man. Stand out the way, ducking them rats and suckers. It's getting money, man. That's it.
So let me ask this one last question. Because, Gary, I know you since you were born. And I've known you for half a decade now and more. You both are very intelligent. How do y'all deal with it when you hear people saying stupid shit? Do you dumb yourself down or do you teach?
What stupid shit? Give me an example.
Like sometimes I hear people glorify hurting other people, and I'm like, that's dumb. But I also see other people shaking heads like, yeah, you cracked this man's face off, you just took a father from his son.
Depends on what he done.
Yeah, but sometimes they didn't do that much. And that's when I be like, that's stupid. So that's my thing. But every now and again when you hear somebody doing something that they shouldn't, maybe overreacting something that could hurt them later, and then also that could hurt other people, how do you give them that intelligent guidance? Because you smart. Shit. Whenever I hear you say something silly, I know you pretending.
I'm emotional sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, I grew up, I was taught from like the men around me, you know what I mean? Like, men was put on earth to be logical, and you need a woman because a woman was made to think with emotions. Just the way I was taught. You know what I mean? So I know sometimes I fall into my emotions though. You know what I mean? I react off of that. And it may be the wrong way sometimes. But I don't never hesitate to share any knowledge I have that I feel the next person don't have. Because I feel like that's what progress in life is, you know? A lot of times I was doing a lot of shit and I felt like as I was in motion that I was taking steps forward. And I would be taking steps left, right, backwards, diagonal. I wouldn't be going forward, so it wasn't no progress, you know? But if you learn anything, you know what I mean, a little thing or a big thing that you didn't know the day before, that's progress, that's knowledge, you know what I mean? So if I know anything that the next man's speaking of that he may not know, I don't ever hesitate to share it because you don't know what he's going to do with it. And that's all you can do is share what you know and listen when you don't know. You know what I mean?
Well, for me, man, it's like, it's difficult, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I got a fucked up attitude. So, you know, I be trying to, how can I explain it, man? I stay in prayer a lot. I ain't gonna lie, that helps you. You did. Without that, man, it'd be hard because, you know, a lot of people don't understand me, so my aggression can be taken the wrong way. And people say stupid shit all day, man. Sometimes a person can be insulting you or disrespecting you and not even know it. So, you know, you gotta think for others. I dumb that shit down by just staying in my own little zone, man, doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't coming from God, man, his orders, man, I don't want to hear it. If it ain't coming from Allah, you know? And that's what it is.
All right, wrap it up.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate you, OG. Man,
You
you
know what it is,
chopping
man.
up
We're
with
here, man. Anytime, big boy. Shout out to Dame Dash Studio for having us, though, man. We appreciate it every time you give us a good look, a platform to just, you know, talk to the world, man. It's a lot of us out there that need that platform, man. We hungry, you know what I'm saying? So you're the only person that give us a chance to really talk to those that don't even want to hear this. You dig? I appreciate it. No love, man. We out.
All right, we out.
Okay.
Post that up, tag them up.